the problem. They canceled him. He had Dave Chappelle's show. That show was nothing about the wrong shit in America. But it was in a funny way. It was everything that's wrong. But then he had some shit in there that was like, bro, that's just funny. But it was truth, man. And if you don't come from that, looking on the outside, and you just think it's funny.
But, and it's that truth. People don't like it.
Nah.
Like, people don't, like, it's so funny because, like, when people ask me about the situation, I'm like, yo, this shit happens every year, and now you give a fuck?
But not every year. All the time. It's highlighted certain times a year. It's highlighted. Certain ones are highlighted at certain points. Let's not get into it. But it happens, bro. My brother was killed by a cop when I was in high school. For nothing. People don't understand. They're like I literally.
Brother, I want to just when you're on that, this is how real it is. That happened to your brother.
Yes.
My cousin was shot just because of who his dad was. Like, people are like, no, it doesn't happen. I'm like, this shit happens.
It happens. And you saying it doesn't happen is a part of the problem. But no one understands that. You can't cancel something because you don't understand it. Like, that's like what somebody said something. He was like, the worst thing you can do is call somebody crazy.
That's literally Dave Chappelle again.
Yeah. It's like
these people are not crazy. They're just sick.
Sick. And it's like, you can't call us crazy because we're burning down buildings and shit. Like, we are crying out for help.
We are sick of this.
Sick of this shit. Like, we've watched, I've watched my brother go through it. My dad told me stories. I went through it. It's not like, and I'm going through with somebody that's close to me, and I gotta stop fucking with them. Like, I made the decision, bro. I cannot fuck with you no more.
There's been a lot. I've unfriended,
but you know what hurt me,
that.
bro? And I'm gonna post this so that this person can see this. Is that it started off with you asking me what I thought.
Bro, don't.
And then you canceled everything I said. And I'm like, you came to me, motherfucker, to ask me my thoughts. I'm living this shit. And then you're gonna tell me what it is? I'm like, bro, like.
Don't.
But it was more so I got frustrated. I got so mad. I got mad, bro. This is probably like the maddest I've gotten in years. And I'm not that type of dude. I'm normally like, bro, and don't, like, I don't want people to look at this and say, poor Q. But bro, I've been through a lot of shit before. Like, I've probably been through a life worth of shit by the time I was 21. So it's like, me getting to 21 for me was a big deal. Me making it, graduating high school was a big deal. Going to college was a big deal.
Moving country, another big deal.
Like, I moved to another country by myself, leaving a child that I had in the States because it was like, I cannot help you from here, bro. Like, I gotta take a chance on me. And it was like, I thought basketball was that way. Then I got here and was like, damn, I got a bunch of opportunities that my own country won't even give
facts.
me. And then it's deeper again on this side. But I'm not gonna go into that because
it's another day.
It's another day and it's another topic. But I'm like, if you haven't, like, my whole thing was, bruh, if you have not lived through this, like, if you have not faced a problem in your life, fuck a problem. If you have not walked in a room and felt uncomfortable because of the color of your skin, you have no idea what is going on in the States. And that's a simple bit of it. That simple part.
But you have to start there to understand where we are over here. And people don't get it. I've had people say it to me. They're like, "How do you notice that?" I'm like, "Of course I fucking notice it. Every room you walk into, you're like, I'm like, and people like, and then some people they're like, it's just because you're tall. I'm like, bro,
That's the
amount of times I've got
stupidest
that.
shit.
They're like, it's just because you're tall. I'm like, he's tall. You didn't notice him,
Right.
and then you just like, bro, that's what That's also been another part of why I haven't been saying shit, because I'm just like, all these people want me to say my shit, but I'm like, if I start, you're like, oh, that's not what I was talking about. It's like, nah, this is what I'm talking about, because this is why this happens. And that just caused so much frustration for me, where I was just I'll leave it alone.
Like, where you came from, bro? Like, you from...
Like, we're Ghana, West
from,
Africa.
Like, you're from the motherland, bro. Like, we had this discussion. We don't got to get deep into it. We don't got, like, because you told me that shit, and I'm like, damn, bro, imagine what that felt like. And the fact that I can put myself in your shoes and say, damn, imagine what that would have felt like. Knowing what I've been through.
I could put myself in your shoes.
And it's not like, damn, my problems is worse than yours. It's like, damn, bro, like, imagine that.
But then you know what else? And this is why I just found it easy to say nothing, because if I asked Liam to put up in, like, we could throw Liam in escape, we could throw Liam under the bus for this, because he's used to it.
Yeah.
But if I swap shoes with Liam, I wouldn't even want to do that, because I know that it would change his whole existence.
Yeah.
It would redefine all of his beliefs.
Yeah.
And like it's unfortunate, because that's not what I want for Liam.
Yeah.
Because I want what Liam's got for my child.
Yeah, exactly.
And I just hope that the day I can have a child, like, that he experiences the same upbringing as Liam and not mine.
Yeah. And that's the thing, is like, but damn, bro, hope.
That's all. But then you know what else? And then that's where like, being a parent, I can't hope this for my kid. Like, I can't hope that it just happens. You gotta make it happen.
I gotta be a part of it to show him that if it don't happen by the time it comes your turn, you gotta make it happen.
And this is everything I tried. Try some of them.
Right.
And then try more.
Yeah, and then go off. You know what I'm saying? And it's not preaching violence. Like, that's not what I'm saying. But if you have not been through it, you have no say-so on what these people is doing over there. Because, bro,
there's a reason people are doing what they're doing.
It's a reason. And the reason ain't just to get free shoes and free shirts and clothes and shit.
But then that's also what I was about to say. Don't get it twisted. What we're talking about is there's a riot and there's a protest.
Yeah.
One evokes change. The other one's just some fucking fuckery.
Yes.
And the people participating in this fuckery, they're from all walks of life.
Yeah.
They're not just the oppressed and the unjustified ones. They're the ones actually over here protesting, telling these people to calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
So it's like, don't get it twisted. And that's this is why I fucking haven't said anything. Because people are like, what do you think of the riots? I'm like, they're just people out here doing fuckery.
They're just fucking, like, they're doing stupid shit. Like, we can all agree to that. But the one, like, y'all not hearing the ones that's actually doing it the right way.
And bro, it upset me. Like, when everyone was doing the black square, like, fuck, this is why I didn't want to go here, but we're here. But all that black square shit, when people were posting that, I was like, all you are doing is covering up what is actually happening. People are like, nah. I'm like, no, literally, you are covering up instead of me seeing what is actually happening over there, so I can get a better understanding, so I know what to prepare for.
But people didn't even know what they was doing. By the time they were like, oh, no, don't do this, tag this. Bro, I literally was looking at my phone like, I'm drained.
Bro. And I was gonna, Poet, fucking love that man. Every A-list celebrity that was doing what we're talking about, he was calling them out for.
Yeah.
And I was like, see, that's what I want my energy to be, but I acknowledge where I live. And I think I'm one of the only few that think like this.
Yeah.
So I better just fucking...
Yeah.
I'll wait till I can come back to this environment and actually talk about it.
But and my thing was, I respected people who didn't say nothing at all. I respected that you didn't say nothing because you were like, I don't understand it. It's not happening to me. I feel for you. Like, I feel that it's wrong.
And I get why you do that.
I get why you do that, but I can't. And I'm like, I respect that more than somebody like, fucking stop doing it. Like, I'm like, yo, shut the fuck up.
You know what?
Shut up.
But doesn't that frustrate you? It's how I actually have an understanding of what that feels like. And I'm like, I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah.
But then there are people that have no idea what that feels like who have the most to say. It's like, fuck off. Go fake care about some other shit. And people are like, oh, but
It's
I'm
all
like, no,
fake
serious.
care.
I'm
Fake
like,
care.
go fake care over there.
Yes. Yes. Because you're not helping.
Bro, like we literally move on from tragedy to tragedy. We just experienced the bushfires. That shit's not rebuilt. No one gives a fuck about that anymore.
Yeah.
All right. Now we worry about the next thing. Oh, coronavirus is here.
Coronavirus here. Fucking, let's all go crazy for that. Then boom, something else. Ain't nobody give a shit about Corona no more. Like, I'm like, pick one. Let's pick something to be like caring about. Like,
No, fake caring about.
yeah, fake caring about. Cause I'm like, this ain't it. Like, don't fake care. This is actually a problem. Like, this happens. And it was like, this happened to the dude, George Floyd. Where the fuck was y'all was at when it happened to Trayvon Martin and all these other people? Where was that at?
No.
I'm like, but I had to live through that. I had to remember that and remember being a kid, being like in basketball.